Hi there. Welcome to a YouTube channel that I'm calling Walt's Tool Chest. My name is Sean Harry, and I'm sitting here in my shop in North Portland. But this channel is going to be dedicated to Walt. Walt was an old friend of mine. He was the father of a good friend from college, and Walt lived in Connecticut his entire life, and he died in the fall of 2020 due to an unfortunate accident. He was helping a friend with something, and there was an accident, and Walt passed at the age of 80 something, 82 or 3, I think. Anyway, my friend was back cleaning out her father's garage and basement, and they came upon a bunch of old hand tools in this chest that I'm sitting on right now, and we'll take a look at that in a minute. But and so I'm calling this channel Walt's Tool Chest, and there are all sorts of treasures in this chest, and we're going to see if we can bring some of the treasures back to life, but then also just see what's in here and see who the man was that owned this tool chest. I got to tell you that Walt was 80 years old, 82 years old when he died. Some of the tools in this chest are over 150 years old. I already know that because I've done a little research on them. So these were tools that Walt used, but probably also used by his father and by his father and by his father, maybe even his father, great-grandfather. I don't know who made the chest. It was certainly made by a craftsman who knew what they were doing. And most of the tools that are in the chest itself are construction tools, construction grade, so heavy kinds of equipment, hand tools, of course, all from the 1850s, 60s, 70s, 80s. And then there's some other tools that are newer, that some Stanley planes and things that are from the 1920s, 30s, 40s, maybe even 50s. And then there's a couple of really new tools in here. But this channel is dedicated to Walt and to finding out what's in Walt's tool chest and what can we do with it. So for instance, this is a 4-plane that I've found that I just pulled out of the chest, and it's pretty rough, and I don't think we're going to be able to turn it back into a user. I don't know if you can see the iron or not, but it's pretty thrashed, and the toad or handle is pretty thrashed. But he's had a couple of these planes, and here's another one, and I'll show you the video and talk a little bit about this plane. I was able to date it back to the 1850s, very likely. And this, I'm going to try to turn both this floor plane and this jack plane, and then there's another long, really long plane that I'm going to try to turn into something that can be used, just hung on the wall, piece of art, so that Walt's kids and grandkids can remember Walt and their family background. So here's Walt's tool chest. This is what it looks like. I mean, it's huge, and I think I can do something to preserve this chest as well. But when you open it up and look inside at all of the treasures that are here, there are there's saws, lots of them, I think about 6 saws or so, and then there are these tables or drawers that slide front and back, and they're just full of tools, old tools. Here, for instance, is a hammer. I can probably bring that thing back to life. Here's an old slick. This is one of the reasons I think the tool chest was, whoever used it was a carpenter, because this is not the kind of chisel. I mean, it's a slick, which is a kind of chisel, but it's not the kind of chisel one would use for making furniture. And then here's a big old mortising tool here. They call it a pig stabber. So there's just a lot of stuff in here, and I hope you'll join me and stick around this channel, and let's see what we can find in Walt's tool chest, and let's see what we can do with the tools that are here. Can we bring them back to life? Can we make something useful out of them? Only time will tell.